Welcome to the Whiskey Roundtable. We are your hosts,
Big G,
Karen Ella Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
I was like all shut out of a
Wow,
can, and then
yes.
you came on. You're like,
Welcome, everyone.
You know what though? That goes along with his mood all week. He has been such. Excuse me, Dad, because I know you're watching. He's been such an ass. This so bad.
And so, what was different this week?
Two against one. Two against
Oh,
one. Oh,
God.
shit.
Hey,
Okay,
we
okay,
know
okay.
you. We know you.
Listen, I got a lot going on.
Do tell, honey. Why have you been such a
Because sometimes
Challenges?
Grumpy
It's been
face.
challenging.
sometimes people don't take direction well. That's all I'll say. Then I have to go.
I wake up in the morning and
then
I
go
come
take care of
downstairs,
business.
and then he's just. Arr. And you've had your coffee already.
You know,
Good morning. What's so good about it?
That, you know, every morning I get up, and if the weather's good, even if it's humid out, but usually in the morning it's a lot cooler. But you know, I get up at all hours of the night. I don't use a lot of sleep. I'm just that person. I'm usually a 3 to 4 hour guy, and if I get awoken in that time frame. What are you laughing at? It's true.
No, I'm listening to you.
I get woken up in my time frame, so to say, because of the dogs. They want to go out, or they hear a noise, or whatever. I get up and I'm up.
So you are one of those people that doesn't need a lot of sleep.
I don't need a lot of sleep.
Well, I'm
But-
thinking.
but
I need less than my
But-
wife, but yeah, I have to have a certain amount or I'm useless.
So Jimbo, my boy, he does one of two things. Either comes downstairs with me, or he's all like, "All right, F you, Dad. I'm jumping in your spot, and where's the body pillow?" So.
But he does. Usually he does that.
But that's me. You know, I have a lot of friends that sometimes will reach out to me at 10 o'clock, and I already might be in bed. Not that I'm sleeping, but I keep my phone downstairs. And if it's something, if my phone rings or it's ringing several times, then I know it's an emergency. But at the end of the day, I'm that guy. So whatever that is, but I don't request a lot of sleep, but. It's funny because Karen knows this. Like I could come home or whatever. Say on a weekend we're gonna do something, and I take a shower, or whatever, and it's 3 o'clock and we got dinner at 5 or whatever it is, and Karen laughs all the time because I could be the nicest guy all morning, all late afternoon, and I could fall asleep for 15 minutes and wake up, and I am the biggest MFer. It changes my demeanor.
Yeah,
it does. It changes my demeanor.
Getting waked up, woken.
Woken.
I don't.
We don't want to talk politics. There's no woke in here. But
Hey, no, you don't want to get woke.
I was just gonna say it's funny though because sometimes I never know who's sleeping next to me because both him and the dog snore.
Right.
So I have to go like this and see, and they're both hairy. So I gotta check which one it is.
Well, one time I was rubbing Jimbo's back, and then I realized it was Karen. But anyway. And then when I didn't hear her snoring, just going, I'm like, holy shit. And Jimbo's looking at me like, Daddy, don't do that. I'm over here. I'm like, oh shit, Jimbo.
Pour your drink.
I am
So
pouring my
tonight is
Yeah.
my pick. I am so excited.
This is going to be
This one.
fun.
It is going to. We're going to have a lot of fun. As you can tell, we've already had fun. We have Greg's bobblehead right next to the bottle, which is so appropriate because tonight we are doing Bradshaw. And we always say that Greg's bobblehead looks like Terry Bradshaw. But we've got the Browns dog.
Yeah, we wish we had thought of it earlier. We could have put a little
Steelers
shirt with number 12 on it on that bobblehead. I think everybody would have marveled at how good the likeness was.
I know this sucks, but I'm just kind of going off key here. So
That's what
Terry
we do.
Bradshaw was a hell of a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as a person, I can't stand him.
Oh no.
Can't stand the guy. Cannot stand the guy.
I just see him on those football
I think
He's
somebody needs to punch
the
him in his man
pregame.
pleaser.
So
Anyway.
is that why you placed the dog humping the bottle of Bradshaw?
Absolutely.
The Browns dog?
I hope it goes right in his throat.
Well, I would just say though, over the years, if there was anybody that did the screwing,
Yeah, it
probably
happened.
wasn't the Browns. But anyway.
They were definitely on the catching side of that. But yeah, back in the day.
So
we'll get into
doing,
more of that.
Yeah, we're doing Bradshaw tonight. Before that, Greg, what show is this?
This is the 17th show.
Wow.
Get out of here.
That is, oh my gosh, that is great.
You know, it's always fun because...
He cheated.
Hey, big G, that's really quite damn impressive.
He got it. He nailed it. Okay.
You know, just because I don't always...
That certainly doesn't suck.
I do listen. I have that thing.
No,
where I do listen. But sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes you catch me off guard and I can't remember what show it is, but I just got lucky today.
you know, it does seem we're well into July, and it's it's our 17th show. I don't know that.
Is it really our 17th show?
Yeah, it seems a little bit. I don't know. Is that really only how many we've done? But we have missed more than our share this year. But we have stuff going on. But
we got personal stuff with Mom and everything else. On our side, we've had a lot of things going on as well. Graduation parties, weddings, all kinds of stuff. It's hard. Sometimes you're cooking for other people, doing all this stuff.
Yeah. So what are you smoking, Greg?
I'm smoking a Sancho Pan. What do you call it?
Sancho
Panza.
Sancho Panza?
Sancho Panza.
That's a smaller one.
This is a box press. I actually smoked half of it already. It's obviously what I call a quick cigar, because I just lit this like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you did.
But, it's a Honduran. It's a Honduran cigar. And they're a good blend of cigars.
Does that have lots of hijero?
No, not so much.
No?
It's kind of on the lighter side, believe it or not.
Okay.
So,
Laura, what's the one in the middle? I'm trying to blank.
terrible.
we'll just call it medium body.
Okay. All right.
There you go. Well, you're usually...
There ain't nothing medium about this body, girls. So anyway.
I have to go back to my Whiskey Wizard episode on all that. I've forgotten it already. But
you can only keep so much in.
That's right.
It's got to start spilling out.
Got the boo
And
up there.
the older I get, the less it holds at one time. So.
That's the truth. That is
Amen.
the truth. So, Wiz, how did it go last weekend?
Well, we were traveling, and we went to Cincinnati and met up with our girls who drove up from Nashville, and we did a little car swap, and I now have a new car.
Oh, is that the car you're driving today?
Yeah, the CX-5,
that
and that's now my new car. And we'll be selling the Tucson to Carvana or whatever next week.
Right.
So.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, what else did you do?
Well, there was a little bit of a whiskey event right by our hotel there along the riverfront in Cincy, and so we did that. It was a pretty small affair, but we had a lot of fun. But after that, we went back to the hotel and we just played cards, and so we were very into that. And Sean and I always laugh about how competitive we are.
Yeah.
But I definitely laughed more. So.
Oh, Jiminy.
Oh my God. Okay.
On that note.
All right. So we're talking about whiskey tonight.
All right. Well, listen. Who do we got on the scroll?
Show. I think who's on our scroll?
We have got our top fan, Jennifer Boggs, is out there.
Definitely our top fan.
Phil Weaver, woodworking craftsman extraordinaire, Pat Patterson. Oh gosh, where is that?
Come on, what are you doing?
Come on now.
I know. I've got some kind of a weird thing going on. Anyway, welcome, Pat and Phil. We do want to engage on the making of the filing cabinet. We just have to talk about timing so that
What? Huh?
we're gonna have to make us a filing cabinet.
Oh.
Watch
out, Phil.
We've had two of the IKEA kind of versions that have fallen apart on us.
Yeah, garbage.
So we're gonna have Phil make an actual one that will last for lifetimes.
Gotcha.
Probably.
Well,
okay.
he's a hell of a guy for sure.
I
just want to know, Phil. I want to know what you're drinking. I don't think you posted that yet.
Phil, let us know
He
what.
has not.
Jose, what's up, dog?
Jose Padilla.
So listen, they gotta come sit in the audience. I want them. But I spent it was the last week or the week before. I can't remember. My days go so fast. But they have great people. You meet people and this and that, but you get an opportunity. They come and they invite you into their home and all that stuff. Great people. Very smart people. Just just the view. I told you about, when I was walking down the driveway and I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
It was 4th of July. I think it was the 4th of July weekend. Maybe, it was maybe the week after. But
I think it was after.
It was the view of the city from where they live is just unbelievable. And they have 2 houses and beautiful homes. And it was, just great people. Very how do I say it? Just regular guys and girls, if you will. Sorry, just good people. I was thinking I was just going to go there and pick up a gift that they gave me and leave, and I think I was there for probably an hour, and then it came to a lot of things that people that I knew that they knew and all that stuff. It worked out really, really well. Just stellar people. They have a very decorated military son, and we started off helping them out with some things from Chagrin Valley Beverage, which is one of our sponsors. And I can't say enough. I really respect these people, and I Jose, you guys pick a date, man. Come on out.
Yeah, join us.
Yeah.
And we got Matt here as well, Matt Sosa.
Matt Sosa.
And Shauna, of course.
Does Matt have a birthday coming up?
Matt has one coming up next month. So
he's got one every year.
He's got one every
And Matt, I have some special things that I guess I'll be purveying over for your eventual birthday. So, courtesy of Greg and Karen.
Oh, hope you like
Cole.
And
I have something,
hope you like Cole, man.
I have something for you as well, but we'll get to that next month.
It's really dog stuff, but anyway, you'll figure it out.
Phil, the beer you're drinking sounds so interesting.
Phil is drinking Lord Hobo Boom Sauce.
Double IPA.
Of course, it's an
What is
IPA.
What is that?
He's drinking
Where's that
Lord Hobo Boom Sauce Double IPA.
So, Phil, we would like to know also the ABV and the international bitterness units that are associated with that beer, if you can provide that.
And where is it brewed? I would like to know that as well.
Okay, all right. So, and that as well. So.
Jennifer just finished some Old Carter. She's deciding on what's next.
What? Say that again.
Jennifer, she just
Old Carter?
Old Carter, deciding on what's next. I don't know that I've ever heard of Old Carter.
Wait. No. We have that. We have that.
Well, you probably have 3.
We have
that. I've never heard of it.
I have it. Go ahead. It's supposed to be.
Well, during one of our breaks, let's see if we can grab it.
Yes. Okay.
Neat. So.
And Matt Sosa says he's having no more birthdays. He's done.
No. Okay. Well.
Come on, Matt. After 90. Really.
Well, no, because you do have to retire, so we can have fun. Remember all that planning we got to do. So you definitely need to hit that mark. So okay.
All right, and we will not have Rob from up north because he's camping.
He's camping.
He's off the grid.
Is he in the Dells or where is he?
Oh, who knows? Who knows?
We're
Wherever
up to
they
Dells.
sell good beer.
We're up to Dells,
Good beer and whiskey. That's where
Rob's
he's
a good
at.
dude.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
He was here last week, and honey, please, we're doing a show here.
I know, but I can't help it, honey. I can't help it. Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm gonna flush that.
Well.
Okay. Well,
anyway.
Why don't we? Since we're just kind of getting rolling, let's do. We've already kind of talked about it, but let's do a little bit of a bottle cam. Again to emphasize tonight's whiskey.
Right.
Hold on to your hats.
Let's go, kids.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
Excuse me.
All right, took a little ride on the bottle cam there.
I apologize for my what do you call that?
Phone usage.
Phone usage, but sometimes that's what happens with Big G. Sometimes.
You have some people that like to.
I got peeps. What am I
You
going
got
to
some
do?
peeps that like to text you rather than commenting during the.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I read a
I've had some
story
of
that
that.
said something about when your phone is out, you're telling everybody else that phone is more important than us. Right now.
No, well, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true because sometimes people may say to me, "We can't hear you," or "You're choppy," or this or that.
So
and
you're
going to respond
just,
to me first.
Yeah,
so I'm
you're
always
just,
going to respond to the phone.
Yeah, you're just testing to make sure everything's okay with the show.
We've
Phil
done that.
Weaver's
Due
answered
diligence.
your question. It is a 7.8 ABV and 78 IBUs.
Oh my god. Okay, well that sounds
apparently
like
you're
a
going to
Phil.
bed early.
That's a Phil. Yeah, that's a Phil beer. There
One
you
and
go.
done, right?
Like he loves the super high hops.
I want
super high
to. I want to
ABV.
meet this guy so
Yeah.
bad. It's not even
I know,
funny.
Phil. Actually, we need to have you come and be on the show. You won't. We'll let you not drink whiskey somehow. We'll figure that
Yeah,
out.
that's all right.
But we can
I
have
drink
you on.
beer all the
Yeah,
time,
listen,
Phil.
he could drink beer on the show. I
Yeah.
don't care. That's all. That'd be good.
Is
man.
he local here?
He's in Pennsylvania.
He's in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So
Carlisle.
he,
Oh, okay.
We go through.
It's got about a
Carlisle.
5-hour drive, but it's certainly something he could
Yeah, but
manage. But he'd
That's
have
where
to
the
take
Army base
probably have
is.
to take a day off.
and
Unfortunately,
so Carlisle has a racetrack,
Yes.
and they do a huge. Well, I don't know if they still do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Phil. They do a huge. What do they call it? Car for looking for
Car
cars.
show?
No.
Oh, swap.
Well, they
That's
swap meet, and I
Yeah.
think they do a car show as well. And it's in that, if I'm not mistaken, it's in the racetrack. They do it in that thing. But
Yeah.
it's been. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been at least 30 years since I've been to the Carlisle show. But when I go back and forth to our daughter's house, I always pass that. I always pass it. So,
it's got a really nice. The military colleges
yeah,
there.
the
There's a lot
military
of
college, right.
Civil War history. It's a cool little central Pennsylvania town. It's great. We visit a lot. So
Phil said it's a light beer at 7.8 ABV.
Oh shit!
And he says when he delivers the filing cabinet, he'll drink whiskey.
okay.
Oh,
You'll deliver it.
oh,
Oh my God.
oh,
Okay.
oh.
I suppose there'll be an extra fee for that, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
right.
That's
Atta-
okay.
atta boy,
Phil,
Phil.
I don't
Phil,
mind.
be easy. At least $200.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right, so
All
should
right,
we go
so,
into the...
yeah, let's do it. We got a
bourbon that
whiskey
we're
to do
drinking
here,
tonight?
folks. So
All right.
yeah, let's do it.
So what are we drinking? Weller or what are we having?
What are we drinking? I don't know what you're drinking, but for the show tonight, we are drinking Bradshaw Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
And that is Terry Bradshaw.
Were you going to do a little...
Well, I meant to do this for Pat earlier, and there was something wrong with so
There we go.
okay.
Although I'm
That's
sure
okay.
Terry Bradshaw plays golf too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So some stats on Terry Bradshaw, which, we got to do it.
4 Super Bowls.
He was drafted number 1 overall in 1970.
And I never knew that.
No?
I'm a Steelers fan, but
He is a
I never
Steelers
knew
fan.
I never knew that he was the number 1 draft pick.
I did not until I started researching for tonight's show.
Yeah.
We all know, yes, the Steelers are 4-time Super Bowl champs in 74, 5, 8, and 9. So they were the Steel Curtain back then.
And I know that when he first came on and quarterback, the fans gave him a hard time.
So
They threw effigies of his number
Well
12
deserved.
over the and he
Well
never really forgave the fans for that. Like, even with all the success that he ended up having and how rabid all the fans were and how much they loved him after that, he always held a little bit of a grudge that the fans gave him a hard time early on. And so even today, he's a little bit standoffish about Pittsburgh. Like, he doesn't totally
as he should be.
embrace it. Yeah.
Immerse
But
himself.
so the downer is, if I have the story right, and if I'm wrong, correct me, or you could look it up. If I'm wrong, I'm okay with it. But the father from Duck Dynasty was supposed to be the guy that they were going to choose, and he chose not to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I did not know that.
Oh.
And he
either.
was a better
Wow.
quarterback than Terry Bradshaw. F you, Terry.
Well,
But
we
anyway,
don't know. I would say I think things turned out pretty well for the Steelers.
Well, of course they did. Of course they did.
And
I
I
mean,
used to
obviously
watch
Terry
him.
was no slouch,
I
that's
used
for
to
sure.
watch him as a kid throw a needle through like 5 defenders and hit the guy running. So I saw that so many times, I marveled at it. But so yeah, he definitely was a good.
And Terry's
good
a,
athlete.
Terry's a big guy. He's a tall guy. He's
I
a
was
big
just
guy.
gonna say
he's
he's
bigger
a
than you,
big guy.
than you picked.
6'3". I know.
And even
like,
at his age today, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's still a very big guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And he earned his keep. You know?
Yeah.
absolutely.
But anyway, what we're here to see, we know that Terry's a champion, but tonight we're trying to see, is his whiskey a champion? That's what we're here to
Put it
figure
to
out.
the
I don't know,
test
Terry. Terry, if you're listening, I think the Browns are probably going to beat you. But anyway.
All right, well, Karen is going to tell us a little
Some
bit
more
more
stats.
detail about his whiskey.
You guys are so excited about this one tonight, I can tell. But other than being a 4-time Super Bowl champ, he had 212 career touchdown passes. He was the league MVP in 1978 and the Super Bowl MVP in 78 and 79. And he actually, which I told you earlier today, his last game he played in 1983, just one game that season, and he threw for 2 touchdown passes. Not sure who that was against, if anybody knows.
We assumed it was the Browns.
We assumed because he threw 2 touchdown
That would
passes.
just be fitting, I guess.
Well, if it was the Browns, he would have thrown like 10 touchdown passes, I'm sure.
That's true.
And
Especially in those years. But anyway,
he
go ahead.
is a member of the 1989 Hall of Fame class in Canton, Ohio, which is just down 77 from
well
where
deserved.
Yep, exactly.
But I actually think Terry Bradshaw's best performance was off
When he
the
retired?
field. No.
Oh,
his
sorry.
best performance was off the field when he was in the movie The Cannonball Run.
Oh,
that's
God,
right,
yes.
the
Oh, my
Cannonball
God.
Run.
That was...
So he played a great
movie
part
ever.
with Mel Tillis.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great pairing. Both of the
fantastic.
Southern, they kind of played the Southern
Yeah,
stupid
exactly.
boys, you know.
Yeah.
And it was very memorable, and especially the cast that was in that movie: Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.,
yeah.
Burt Reynolds,
Burt-
Dom
it's just-
DeLuise,
it's
Who are
a-
the girls? A bunch
classic.
of the
Farrah
girls.
Fawcett.
It's a
Adrian
classic.
Barbeau.
Oh, my
Adrian
God.
Barbeau, yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't make them like that anymore. That's all I can say.
Oh, it was great. That was when I was like, okay, he's okay as long as he's not in that football uniform. I can watch him.
All right, so
So the bourbon itself,
Yeah.
this one, like I mentioned, this is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. They also refer to this one as the 212 blend, the 212 blend. You kids know why they would call it that?
Don't
Were you
care.
paying attention?
212 blend. Well,
202. Why would they call it 200 or 212? Why would they call it 212?
No idea. Go ahead.
is that how many games he
See,
played? No.
did he not just give us this big whole thing about how he listens? Anyway,
Okay.
he threw for 212 career touchdown passes.
Okay,
Oh.
there we go.
Of course.
See?
Of course.
And well, I thought maybe the 2 had something to do with how many years this has been aged. Or?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I was
it
thinking
is.
his age, 212 years.
It is. It's aged a minimum of 2 years. In
Minimum, okay.
New charred oak.
Yeah.
It's also, which I think is interesting, in addition to being called the 212 blend, it's bottled at 51.9%, and that is a tribute to his
10
passing
100
completion rate.
Well, 103.8. is
Well,
what I have.
yeah, but they say it's bottled at
Bottled,
51.9. And
Oh, right,
yes,
okay.
this one is 103.8 proof.
Okay. And do you have the mash bill?
I do not have the mash bill. Did you find that?
70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley.
Nice. Nice.
Totals 100, so that's good.
This one did win a gold at this year's
What?
San Francisco World Spirits competition.
Oh,
Wow.
stop. Go ahead.
Yeah.
A gold at Wow.
And I know Fred Minnick, many of you from the Cleveland Bourbon Co-op are familiar
Fred,
with
yeah.
him. He did a blind tasting of bottles that are between $40 and $60, which this I think I found for about $40.
Yeah.
So it's at the lower end of that spectrum.
When did we get that bottle? Where did we get it?
I got that.
You've been wanting to do this.
I've been wanting to do this forever.
Yeah, I
the
know.
sports nerd in me is just like
But
dying.
where did we get it?
I think I got that.
You bought. I didn't.
It's local, so I did do a search. They have it at the Wine Reserve here in Bainbridge.
Okay.
I think in Aurora as well.
Oh.
It's
It was last week. No.
no, it's been about a month. I've
Has
had
it been
this.
that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is.
I just remember you coming home with a couple of bottles when I was like, really? But
I'm like, we gotta do this, man. We got.
I've been wanting to do this bottle.
MSRP is $40. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about $40. But as I was saying, Fred Minnick, he did a blind taste testing, and in his top 5, this one actually came in second place.
Wow. So maybe Terry knows what he's doing.
Well, maybe it came in front of, I don't know, Ralphie, Eagle Rare.
Oh my God! Really?
It came in front of Davies County.
Wow.
I've never heard of that one.
Yes, Davis County. Yes.
It also beat out.
I think I have that as well.
According to Fred Minnick, it also beat out Old Forester Statesman.
Okay, I get that.
Okay.
I get it.
But it's behind one of my favorites, Rare Breed. He said Rare Breed was far and above the best
I
in that
believe
range.
too.
Okay.
So, well, that kind of puts it a little bit in perspective. It just meets the definition of a straight whiskey. It's got that 2-year mark. So, okay.
This bottle actually is from batch number 3.
Okay.
And it is produced by Silver Screen Bottling Company in Owensboro, Kentucky. They do have some other pretty funny other products that they sell. It's Silver Screen. Imagine, it has to do with movies and famous things, and some of their other products are Prestige Worldwide Vodka. If anybody is a Step Brothers fan, which I happen to be. So they also have James T. Kirk Bourbon. And Greg, one of your favorites that they just released last month.
Not William Shatner bourbon.
James T.
So
Kirk.
we were asking. I was surmising that probably William Shatner's not getting any money off that. That's probably whoever owns the rights to Star Trek. But anyway,
I don't care as long as it's good. I don't care.
Probably Shatner's the only one that cares.
Yeah. And one of your favorites, Greg, that was just released last month is Silver Belly, which is Alan Jackson's blend of whiskey. So, with that being said, Terry Bradshaw, would you like to pass out the Bradshaw and let's get this party started?
Can I lick the rims of? Oh,
no.
Good. There you go.
Thank you. One for you.
There you go.
One for me.
So I'm just wondering, what are the odds that Terry could tell us what the mash bill was for?
Right.
All right, here we go.
We don't know.
You'll say I had that bad helmet hit and I just can't remember everything. I get all that.
All right.
It seems.
But his name is on it, so let's just see. Terry, how much homework did you do? Did you pick a good one?
It's got a very nice nose. It's sweet.
Yeah, but it's not cloying sweet.
No, it's not overly syrupy sweet. It's got a nice fragrance to it.
I get a lot of ethanol out of it actually, but
I do get some ethanol, Greg, but I also get some like baked bread, little vanilla, and little caramel.
I get a lot of vanilla.
Yeah, I get vanilla out of it, but I usually
Again,
get vanilla
as
out of
we
everything.
say, that's kind of a given with a bourbon or American whiskey. Typically, there's going to be vanilla as one of those dominant noses.
The ethanol is there, definitely. I agree with you there.
Smoke? Maybe?
Steven up your glass.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of get a little bit of.
I'm not getting too much smoke. I do get the ethanol, but I get still. I'm saying like that fresh, a little bit of that fresh baked bread and
baking spices, maybe.
Okay.
But I kind of
like I get a little bit of the rye grain.
You said the mash bill was corn, 70% corn?
Yeah.
I don't get a corn.
I don't get a
to it at
typical
all.
corn note. I get some oak there.
Yeah, I get vanilla. Maybe I don't know. I kind of get a little, maybe a smoke. I don't know.
It's definitely
not
not unpleasant.
I don't get a lot out of it.
Despite a little bit of ethanol heat, it's very pleasant to me.
Yeah, and as I nose it more, the sweetness goes away. So
Yeah.
So the tasting notes that I pulled off says
Nosing. We just did nosing.
I'm sorry. The nose I pulled off. Thank you. You don't want me to skip ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Vanilla,
Okay.
toffee,
Okay.
I said caramel, but
Didn't get.
banana,
Didn't get it.
No, didn't get that.
Leather,
Didn't get that.
campfire notes.
Oh, there you go, Greg.
There's your smoky.
There's your
All right.
smoke. Yeah, I didn't
All
get that.
Yeah, I don't get the banana, and I think,
Definitely don't
The,
get.
the smoke is like...
There's not much fruitiness here. That's for,
No,
at least
there's
on the
not.
nose.
There's not.
No.
I say smoke because I could, I get that, just that slight hint. Sometimes I don't get it, but sometimes I do. The smoke, I get it, but it's not prominent, and nowhere near prominent. But I just kind of... Anyway, I didn't
So
get
we-
any banana. I didn't get any of that.
Shall we palate this?
Spell it.
I'm ready.
You
Okay.
ready?
Or do you have to? Oh, you told us what the.
Yeah, you
that's
know
just-
what's weird about this? The residue, I guess you call that on
Legs?
the glass, is more spotty than like drippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which to me
I-
is different.
I
But
think
Yeah.
we need to hand wash our glasses a little better, but...
it's the Bradshaw. It's just making
Well,
everything
that's-
all
yeah.
dirty in this.
All right, I'm going in, kids. I'm going in.
Me too.
Okay. Not bad. Definitely some heat. Definitely some.
At 103 proof, yeah.
There you go.
But which, yeah, it's not totally unexpected. And again, it's a 2-year-old. I get a little bit of cinnamon in there. Vanilla still comes out.
Yeah.
Still get the rye.
I'm with you on the cinnamon and the vanilla.
I agree with that as well.
Getting spice, rye, not really baking spices. I can taste rye though for sure.
Not getting baking spice.
And I get a little bit of maybe like
It's a very short finish. It's a huge short finish.
but it's a kind of a nice rounded sweet finish.
Agree with that. I get a little
Cherry.
coconut.
Coconut. I get
I
a
get-
little
yeah.
like a cherry, which I didn't get any fruit on the nose.
It's got like a tropical. That's why I'm thinking like a tropical coconut. And I'm very, very. I don't like coconut, so I
Really?
pick it out. I can pick it
Yeah,
out
you
like
cannot
that.
stand coconut, that's for sure.
I
But
love
it's not bad
coconut.
in this. It's not,
Yeah.
like a Malibu rum I could drink all day long. But just yeah.
Yeah, I was.
It's not much different than the nose. I will say.
Except
that
I still get cherry and.
you do get cherry.
I get some cherry and more rye on the palate than on the nose. The cherry is a little bit cough syrupy, but it's not bad. It's not, I don't know, too disagreeable.
I just have to say, on my third swig, I just got a whiff, a taste of the cherry.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that now. What are you thinking, G?
I don't get any cherry. It's got to be baking spice.
When
I
you
don't get
say
any cherry. When I first hit it, I actually got orange out of it, but
oh, okay.
I don't know if that's in there or not.
I
but don't
definitely
care,
get
but
rye. I just get
It's got
rye on the fade. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I get. I'm getting the rye side of it.
Yeah. Just get rye.
What's
on the
what's the
Nashville.
Mashville? Sorry,
rye was
How much?
21%. Fairly.
rye will always
decent
stick
amount.
out.
Yeah.
Always will stick out.
You get it. It does tend to give you that finish because
It's-
it's dry. It's very dry.
It's kind of hot to me, so to say, but it on the palate, but I don't have that burn in my pit, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I get some heat there, but it's actually not as it's not disagreeable. It doesn't like.
I mean, I even tried the cigars.
Yeah,
to
it
see what
doesn't.
was
It doesn't do anything to like diminish too much from me. Yeah, I mean. Wow, I mean, what do you?
I was
What do
just
you got?
gonna
What do
say.
you got?
I was gonna
What do
say.
you got?
You said it's hot. I think it's a quick heat. It doesn't stay with you, and that goes to it being a shorter
Yeah,
finish.
103 proof. It's
Okay.
you know
But it's
it
going to be up there a
feels
little
normal
bit.
for that kind of.
I mean, go ahead. I won't.
No.
go there.
Go ahead.
No, I was just to say, rye whiskeys, great drinks. Some of them are really hot, some of them are not. maybe that's where I'm getting the ethanol out of the rye, but it's I didn't pull a lot out. It's still, to me, a very short finish.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree with that. Short, very rye dominant finish is how I would describe it.
So, should I read the
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Let's hear
Let's hear it.
palate? Cinnamon, which Doug you hit on.
Yeah.
Baking spices.
Okay.
Greg, you
Okay.
hit on that.
Okay.
Vanilla, which I think we all hit on.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the coconut.
Okay.
All right.
That's all right.
They didn't say anything about cherry, huh?
Nothing
No,
about
they
you.
did not say
Okay.
anything about any fruit except for the banana on the
Well,
banana on
coconut.
the nose.
Coconut.
Excuse me while I pull my pants up.
The finish they said is wood, vanilla, and butterscotch.
I didn't get any of that.
I don't get
Well,
butterscotch.
you
Very
did say
dry.
oak. You said oak.
Yeah,
You
it's,
said
it's
oak, but
dry and rye
It's
dominant
but
to me.
I just okay.
So I disagree
I'll
on
say
that.
rye.
But okay. Well, before we get into the scoring, let's do a quick, another quick ride on the bottle cam, shall
All
we?
right, kids. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
Delete.
All right, so we were
Okay.
all giving our opinions while we were doing.
Well, we
the
were
bottle
having a
cam.
little conversation. Okay. I don't usually go first, but I'm going to do that today.
Well, you are the Pittsburgh fan.
That's a
so-
Pittsburgh fan.
Shit, Negro. Let's
Like,
go.
certainly like what Terry did on the field.
You're nothing.
He's a little bit of a wild guy.
Little
I
bitch.
like that. Look, it's as we said, this is a young whiskey. It's a 2-year-old, so it just makes it into the straight whiskey category. It's just interesting to me that that's what he decided to put his name on. Maybe they have enough of this that they're going to keep getting later and later releases. At the same time, when I saw it was a 2-year-old, I thought I wasn't expecting very much. It's actually not that bad for a 2-year-old whiskey. It's got some potential. Maybe if they've got casks of this laying around that they're going to let age for a good number of years more, they might actually have something here. But for right now, judging it where it is, this is a 2.95 for me.
2.95. Okay. I don't know why you're laughing,
No,
but that
because,
makes me want to go straight
Probably
to you.
because he and I always get the same score. but,
this is true.
but I don't know. Go ahead.
All right, Greg, you so share. Why were you?
I think it's
giggling?
very, very, very young. Obviously, if it's 2-year, I think it has a long way to go. I think he's in it for the money. Just my personal opinion. At the end of the day, is it something I have to have on my shelf? Hell no. But for Manhattans or something
Yeah,
like
it
that,
would work
that's
for
all
that
good.
for sure.
But
But at $40, is there anything else you might get?
listen, I can give you 15 bottles that are $19 to $25 that will blow that away. Okay, and trust me, and that's what I did for my brother's graduation thing
Right.
tomorrow. Because, is it worth $40? Hell no.
No, when you consider what Buffalo Trace is 20.
Well, yeah, Buffalo
I mean,
Trace on the thing. Weller Special Reserve drinks better.
No, it's not in that. It's not in that.
You
class.
go to Dickel. Some of Dickel products are unbelievable. Bourbons or ryes, that for $19, okay, in all these different drinks that are half the price, and they drink like $50 bottles.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan. So
there's a lot of good whiskey out there in that price range.
Correct.
This kind of
right.
area where there's a lot of competition. So I'm surprised this is what he chose to say. I'll put my name on that, but it's not bad. That's my take.
The problem
What's your
with,
score, G?
So my score. I just got to go back. Hang on
Okay.
a second. I'm sorry. So Terry Lentz from Cleveland Bourbon Call reached out to me. We went to school together, and he's like, "Gee, what do you know?" It's like, I said, "You guys are doing this bottle. What do you think?" I bought a bottle just to try it. Da 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 da. Everybody's saying don't listen. It's not worth it. This and that. Yada yada yada. I agree with Terry. It's really not that great of a bottle.
Which Terry?
And Terry Lentz, one of the guys from Cleveland Bourbon Co-op that I went to school with. And at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the 2.85.
We do think alike. Okay, Karen.
Is that why you were giggling over there?
Yeah. I imagine that's why it's funny how G and I.
You guys do think alike.
When it comes to scoring, and we may have different, we might get different stuff out of the profiles, but we always end up very close on the scores.
You guys are very similar in that respect. Just because we mentioned it, the rye content, he does make a Kentucky straight rye
Yes, yeah.
whiskey as well.
What's approved? Do you know?
I don't. I just happened to check real quick.
That's an interesting question. But anyway, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we can look into that. You know what? I wanted to hate this.
Oh,
With every
shit.
fiber
That's a surprise.
of my being, I wanted to hate this. I've been a Terry Bradshaw hater until Cannonball Run. I was a Brian Sipe girl. Sorry. Just, it is what it is.
Jennifer says, Kentucky gentleman? No, I don't think it's that bad.
Oh,
no.
gosh, no. And Jennifer, I think I think I'm going to redeem the scores that the guys have given us. It's not bad. It is not complex. I think for people that are getting into bourbon, you want to try something that's a little bit of higher proof. I think this is a good.
Fair.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
fair,
my opinion.
fair,
That's my opinion. I think this is a good intro to try. Is it something you have to have on your bar? No. For the name, is it worth trying for $40? Yes, it is worth trying for $40. Would I buy another bottle at $40?
Yeah.
No.
And if you're a Steelers fan that has that
If you're a Steelers
man
fan,
cave downstairs with all the Steelers gear,
yeah,
of course you're going to have a bottle of Bradshaw on the wall. Of course.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a cool bottle. I mean, and it really highlights the fact that he won 4 Super Bowls. And yes, if you're a Steelers fan, this is cool. It's cool to have in your collection.
So what you're trying to say is there's no Super Bowl here, Terry. Maybe next year.
No. I am a little bit more forgiving.
Okay.
I don't hate this.
Yeah. I never said I hated it.
Yeah, nobody
I didn't
hates
say you
this.
did. I don't hate it.
It's a young whiskey. It's it's
young.
Okay for its age. Yeah. That's great.
Ask Father John.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
But Karen, what's your score?
I'm sorry, he just threw me off with that comment. I am teetering. Okay. I'm going to give it a 3.60.
Oh,
3.6.
my
That's
God.
Wow.
How much pre-drinking
and
did
you wanted
do?
to hate it.
I had one
Oh,
giggling.
my God. There's no... Okay. That's your,
Wow,
that's your
that's-
opinion.
Okay, Karen Helen Keller, you really got it,
Didn't
sister.
I tell you he's been
I
an
guess
ass
I
the last couple...
guess I guess Siri
things don't
agrees
change.
with you, but
She's the only one.
I'm sorry.
Siri.
I don't think this is terrible. I
Okay.
think it's fine. Yes, you could put it in a mixer or you could drink it by itself.
It doesn't make the...
yeah, it's not terrible. No, I don't think. Yeah, I agree with that. It's
Okay.
just
I
not remarkable.
I'll
There-
shut
in the
up.
price point, there's a lot of competition. That's all.
would agree. And
At 2 years old,
Yeah.
Really?
It's just, it's for 2 years. It's a respectable 2-year-old bourbon, but there's a lot of competition. If you're asking me $40 for this, there's
Hell no.
probably not. That's probably not what I'm going to buy.
$20.
But as a Steelers fan, if I had that man cave, I would buy a bottle to put it on the shelf just for the novelty.
To never open?
Yeah,
Is that what
exactly.
you're
It's not going to be something I'm going to be drinking a
My
lot
friends
of.
come over and they say, "I hope we're not going to open that, are we?"
We're not having that, are we? No.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so I will
We have
drink
plenty
it.
of better
What do you
things.
mean? I was going to.
No, I'm just.
I
no.
will drink. I even wore my
It would
brown
be
shirt
good. Look,
today.
it'd be good in Manhattans and stuff, but again, there's lots of other whiskeys.
I'm not even sure if it's good in Manhattan, but
I even wore my brown shirt because I was so against this. It says Cleveland, a drinking town with a football problem.
All right. Well,
hang on a second.
invent a cocktail
Hang on a
called.
second.
Invent a cocktail called a
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh instead of a Manhattan, and there you
Oh
go.
my God.
So it would work.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, I think it's time now for.
The Whiskey Wizard? Wait,
shoot.
scroll.
Oh, we got some.
Oh,
Before that,
Oh no, that's
What do we got?
What do we got on the scroll?
Got
I'm
some
sorry,
comments?
I gotta go back up. I gotta
Okay.
go back up.
Wow, Karen says Cameron and
Jennifer was listening. She knew
Oh,
why it
Cameron's
was
in.
212. Nick Trudick is out there.
Jen said hi, Cameron.
What's
Where's-
up, my brother?
Oh, Cameron. Cameron just snuck in. So yeah, Cameron, we just did Terry Bradshaw's whiskey, Bradshaw, and it's not all that good, is it? But no,
I
it's-
thought it was just fine.
no, it's okay. It's a good, it's an average 2-year-old bourbon, and it's nothing really disagreeable about it. That's what came to me. There's nothing about it I hate. It's just, it's pretty Midland.
We have Wendy Swanson, her and Mike. Him.
Oh,
I'm
hey.
sorry. I'm sorry,
My
Wendy.
man, Michael.
They're,
Yeah.
they're checking in on us. It was great to see Jasmine
Yes,
the other
it
day.
was.
That
Yes, it
little
was.
girl journey is so sweet. I
She
got
is a
so many
doll.
pictures of Greg holding her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
And the little guy, it's
Well, here's
it's,
for her.
it's very nice to
little
see
journey.
Jasmine, growing and having a family and all that stuff. It's good. Her husband, very gracious guy, very nice guy. Spent some time with him as well. It was very nice. I wish Mike and Wendy. I wish you were with us that time. Really do. It was very, very nice. These are people that I've known for many years, and they moved to Florida and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we're still very close. I might not talk to them, or they might not talk to me for a long time.
Smart people.
Very smart people. But at the end of the day, we got their back. They got our back. They're just
That's
fantastic people. They really, really are. And that was part of our daughter's life as well. And I had those kids doing. Actually, those kids listened to everything I said. I'm like, get on, give me 20 jumping jacks, or give me push-ups and all this stuff. And they
Crab
did.
walks, yeah.
They did all that stupid stuff.
Too funny.
Oh, we got.
It was so much fun. So much fun.
Looks
Great
like
people.
my daughter Lindsay's joined us.
Lindsay,
Lindsay?
hey girl.
And yeah, Cameron says I'd need a local Pittsburgh spirit. So yeah, I mean,
Don't look for cheer. What's his name? Bradshaw.
Yeah,
What's his first name?
Terry.
Oh, I'm trying to forget. Anyway, what else?
It's not a bad whiskey. It'd be interesting to see if they have it at Mission Wine and Liquor there in Pasadena, California.
Hopefully they don't.
Oh, Lauren's here too. Wow,
Oh,
Lauren
shit.
and Cameron both.
Just
So that's wow. I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but Lauren or Cameron, if you ever have had it, let us know.
Let us know. I'll give your father the bottle.
Jennifer Boggs said it can't be any good if there aren't nut skins on it.
Oh, Jennifer, dem titties. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my goodness! I told you Nick T was watching,
Nick
right?
T, my
Nick.
man. I love Nick. He's such a great guy, man. I love that fucking guy.
Yeah, we're just what? We're a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you said Lauren. Okay, yep. It's just a bunch of comments now that we are acknowledging people. So
And we're a little
Time for the
little
Whiskey Wizard.
Out of sort. Yeah, I think it's time for the Whiskey Wizard. So tonight on the Whiskey Wizard, we're talking about the question: is whiskey good for you? And I think you'll be surprised about the answer to some extent. So maybe not, but here we go.
We'll be right
We'll
back.
see you in a bit.
All right, bye-bye.
Whiskey Wizard.
It's the Whiskey Wizard.
Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Wizard, where we say that whiskey making takes scientific knowledge, an artisan's skill and dedication, and a bit of the wizard's alchemy of light, air, earth, and fire. Tonight, I want to try to answer the question, is whiskey good for you? Does it have health benefits? And if so, what? As we know, whiskey is a dark brown to golden grain-based distillate made all over the world. It was first developed in medieval Scotland and Ireland. In Gaelic, the name loosely translates to water of life. In the 16th century Scotland, apothecaries sold whiskey as a tonic to slow aging, cure congestion, and relieve joint pain. And as we covered in our past Whiskey Wizard episode on Prohibition, it is well documented that during American Prohibition, a few distilleries were allowed to produce whiskey for medicinal uses, and doctors at the time prescribed whiskey to treat pneumonia, high blood pressure, and tuberculosis. Today, as we know, whiskey is available by different names based upon its production and origins, most notably single malt Scotch, blended Scotch, Irish whiskey, bourbon, and rye. While these days it's more likely to be listed on a bar tab than on a prescription pad, modern research has found evidence that may support some of these traditional claims that whiskey boosts health. Look, we all know extreme levels of consumption can lead to some serious health issues. So of course, we're talking about whiskey's potential benefits, which are associated with its low to moderate, let's call it normal, reasonable levels of consumption. Okay, according to WebMed, whiskey is a source of phosphorus, thiamine or B1, zinc, iron, niacin or vitamin B3, and it also contains ellagic acid, an antioxidant found in berries. While more research is needed, studies show ellagic acid may actually kill cancer cells and reduce tumor growth. Whiskey contains fewer calories compared to other alcohols and has no carbohydrates or sugar. Its compound content may also serve to reduce body inflammation and lower the risk of obesity. Research suggests that there are other health benefits to drinking whiskey, and modern studies continue to indicate favorable health outcomes associated with moderate levels of whiskey intake. A pour or two of whiskey a day may offer health benefits like heart health. Whiskey has high levels of polyphenols, plant-based antioxidants linked with lowering your risk of heart disease. The polyphenols in whiskey have been shown to decrease bad cholesterol, or LDL, and increase good cholesterol, or HDL levels, and reduce triglycerides, or fat in your blood. Bad cholesterol and triglycerides, of course, can lead to clogging of the arteries, while good cholesterol helps to keep them clear. Maintaining healthy levels can help prevent heart disease and stroke. Relief of cold symptoms. Whiskey can temporarily widen your blood vessels. In small amounts, this can help clear mucus congestion in your sinuses and chest, which lets your body better deal with sickness and infection. This effect may also relieve other symptoms of a cold or flu, like coughing or wheezing. It also helps with your immune system support. Scientists are unsure why, but several studies link moderate alcohol consumption to improved immunity of diseases and improved responses to vaccines. Studies show lower rates of the common cold, faster removal of bacteria, and better antibody response in people who have a daily drink compared to those who don't. However, much more research is needed to understand this effect. Brain health. The plant-based antioxidants in whiskey may help to maintain healthy chemical balances in your brain. Research shows small amounts of whiskey, especially aged varieties, increases our activity in the brain's GABA neurotransmitter, responses for things like nervous system function and memory. One study found that people who consumed 1 to 6 drinks weekly had a lower risk of dementia than non-drinkers. Another showed that moderate alcohol intake might reduce cognitive decline in people with Alzheimer's disease. Forbes magazine also cites several studies indicating that whiskey fights cancer. It has those many antioxidants, the ones found in wine. The Forbes article also talks about how ellagic acid helps absorb rogue cells in the body. This was according to Jim Swan, the celebrated whiskey industry consultant known as the Einstein of whiskey, proclaimed at a medical conference in 2005. A study from 2003 published by the National Institute of Health says that adults who consumed 1 to 6 portions a week were half as likely to suffer dementia as non-drinkers. A 2011 German study came to a similar conclusion. This applied to alcohol in general as opposed to whiskey specifically, though. Again, separate studies in the European Journal of Chemical Nutrition, Harvard University, and the European Heart Journal all come to the same conclusion. A moderate amount of whiskey will reduce some degree of risk of heart disease and heart failure. The European Journal study, especially led by Rowett Research Institute of Aberdeen, is the most relevant and interesting. They measured antioxidant levels in a group of 9 men after they drank wine, aged single malt, and new spirit alcohol just out of the still. They found that the single malt provided the largest concentration of antioxidants. Want to keep drinking but also lose weight? Or you want the drink that goes well with your diet? Whiskey contains absolutely no fat and barely any carbohydrates or sugar. That makes it a better choice for diabetics than most other alcoholic drink options, as it will barely change the levels of blood glucose. A key Harvard study also finds that alcohol in moderate quantities might even protect against type 2 diabetes. Whiskey is also gluten-free due to the distillation process. When you sample a really sweet whiskey, most of that taste comes from other oils and compounds in the whiskey, not sugar. This applies even to whiskeys with artificial coloring from caramel. Yes, that happens even with high-end single malts, which adds an imperceptible amount of sugar. As we said, it's been known in Scotland for some time, but whiskey helps fight colds. The science behind it, according to Dr. William Schaffner, chairman of preventive medicine at Vanderbilt University, is that the alcohol dilates blood vessels, making it easier for mucous membranes to deal with the infection. Dr. David J. Hansen of State University of New York states that people who consume 1 or 2 whiskey drinks daily have a 50% lower chance of having a stroke or developing dementia in old age. This moderate amount of drinking can also again decrease the chance of developing diabetes by 30 to 40%. These benefits come from alcohol's ability to increase good cholesterol and decrease blood clots. So look, it's pretty clear. Having a few drams daily of whiskey is good for you. It has beneficial compounds from a nutritional perspective, and it elicits positive reactions from body systems that help us fend off illness and disease, or to just function a little bit better. So we at the Whiskey Roundtable hope you are enjoying a few drams during this broadcast, as well as during our future shows. We like to think we are doing our part to help you drink well, be well, and to live long and live well. So for now, this is Douglas Dunbar, the Whiskey Wizard, for the Whiskey Roundtable. Cheers, Sanjava, and to your health. And back to the live show.
So we were all like, Spock, can you all do the Spock? I can do the Spock. You know why I can do the Spock? Mork and Mindy. Nanu nanu.
Nanu nanu, is that what he does?
Like,
live long and prosper.
It's like a couple of lesbians, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for the love
I'm sorry, I
of
apologize.
God.
Was that I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said that out loud.
Yeah, thank God.
So I will just say, at break, I went and poured myself some more of the Bradshaw.
And you didn't like it less?
Why would you do that?
I tell you, I gave it a 3.6. I don't think it's terrible. I enjoy it.
No, but it's 4 decimal points away from being not decimal points. But it's 4/10 away from being something you have to have at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
So can I say something?
Yeah.
So John, RJ's buddy.
Oh
the
yeah,
other
from
pilot,
Florida.
from Florida, right? So he's not watching the show, but he's busting my chops right now. But anyway, so I just want to give a shout out to John and say he's like, gee, I'm flying. Apparently, he might be flying, but I'll have Lisa look up the show and I'll watch it when I get home.
You're flying. You can text, but you can't watch the show.
On autopilot. I'm not gonna, whatever.
Oh, hey, Phil Weaver says Wiz killing it again. So
Hey, Whiskey Wizard, I'm real proud of you.
all right.
Yeah,
well,
that was a
seriously,
very
so,
interesting one about the health benefits.
many more than most people would think. And hey, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna keep drinking whiskey. That's all I can say. So
That's what I say.
I hope we all agree with that.
Oh wait,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's
some
do
of
this.
us have empty glasses.
Let's do this. What?
So
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
well, come on.
Please.
He wants to get healthy. That's,
I'm trying to get healthy. So
Just
you
give
know.
him the IV. Just pump it right in there.
But
Exactly.
seriously, it is good for, if for
It's great for dates.
Yeah, it's good for a lot of things. Diabetes,
dates,
all
it's good-
those things.
yeah,
like
and diabetes.
it's low glycemic
Yeah.
impact. So if you're gonna reach for some kind of alcohol,
Well, reach for the panties. But anyway, go ahead.
whiskey, some kind of alcohol, whiskey. There you go.
I'm
Are you
sorry,
still
kids.
here?
I am still here. But
Oh my gosh, you
anyway.
pre-gamed way too much
Oh
tonight.
my god.
Would you just
But-
pour yourself Ezra Brooks?
Ezra Brooks 99. A lot of people don't like that. So we had the 2 different bottles that came out last year, and I always try to. I have both bottles; they're all packed. But anyway, so as time has gone on, the bottles have resurfaced, if you will, and I have bought those bottles, and we blew through one of those, the other bottle first, and then the 99 as well. And they're great drinks. And I think we did a show on that one of those bottles as well. But I love it. It's good stuff.
Jennifer says she's sharing the Wizard for her wellness program at work.
Perfect.
All right.
I
Good.
think every
Is it with
job.
Booker's or no?
I think every job should have a whiskey.
I think the
break.
the Whiskey Wizard, this Whiskey Wizard episode ought to be required in all corporate wellness programs.
So I just I just leased the whole office, if you will. We have the whole basement, and then we have the whole first floor, and there's a tenant upstairs. But whatever, that has nothing to do with me. But my credenza, so all my stuff is Porsche, right? So my whole office is Porsche, and when I half of the one side is all different documents and all this other stuff. The other side, and I opened it up, and when people talk about, well, you're a whiskey guy, this and that, and I open up that credenza on the right side, if you will, and there's all of this beautiful whiskeys that people go, dude, I didn't even know that was from Buffalo Trace or this or that. But I have 3 shells, if you will.
Do you share with people that come into the office, or
No, because it's usually during the day, and I'm not going to drink during the day. And you know me, when it's business, okay. But at the end of the day, we Lou has his own humidor. I have my own humidor on our desk and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we have not yet been able to sit, because we've been so busy, set to sit down at the end of the day and think about all the things that we've done and policies and all that bullshit, to really actually sit down and just have a friggin' drink.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
it'd be a
so-
good thing. Like maybe once a month, do a meeting, bring out your
Yeah.
bourbon collection, have a cigar, and chat. One thing I will tell you, John Donnelly has joined us.
John Donnelly, my man. John, we're gonna miss you tomorrow. Appreciate you.
I just asked him once he
Why are
comes
you
back up
missing
to
him
Cleveland.
My
right,
twin
the
niece and
graduation,
nephew.
yeah.
It's a graduation party, and Donnelly usually comes for those parties. He was here for the Halloween party, if you will, the clam bake. John is a great guy, man. I love John, and he's with Justin. Justin's another great guy.
Hopefully they'll
good
visit soon.
Yeah, I would love to have them. I'd love to have the whole group there. That's great. And I've been promising those guys I'm coming to Texas, but apparently,
don't scare the
things
Texans.
have changed. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, we know what you're talking about. All right, we are way over time.
Yeah, things have
let's get out of here,
traveled fast today. It feels like things have been. It feels like a good show. Things have been a little bit disjointed, but
What do you expect? This is the Whiskey Roundtable.
right. Yeah, we're not about perfection. We're about having fun. So,
Amen to that.
So it's time for the closing. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you don't see us live, please watch our show whenever it's convenient.
Please subscribe.
And subscribe. It's all those views that help us keep this thing going. And so we'll see you next weekend, the 29th, at the same 7:30 p.m. time.
Which we are trying Brothers, which is one of your picks.
Well, Kayla, actually, this is a Nashville thing, said, why don't you try this? She just got it for me to try it, and I thought, well, we'll just do it on the show. We'll see. We'll give it the test, and we'll see how it does. So that'll be next week. So anyway, we'll leave you all with a closing quote, and it's from our last week, I think, or last time we did Mark Twain, and we got another Mark Twain this week. He said, "If I can't drink bourbon and smoke cigars in heaven, then I shall not go."
Amen.
Amen. All right, kids, listen,
right.
Thanks for you putting up with all of our
shenanigans,
if you will. The Wizard's been very busy, and we won't get into his personal life, and it's nothing bad. It's just them doing what they do. So
it's summertime.
It's summertime. I agree. So listen, have a great weekend. Have a great week next week, and we'll catch you next week.
We'll see you next Friday.
We'll see you next Friday. I appreciate that. Until then, we are your hosts, Big J,
Karen Helen Keller,
Doug Dunbar.
Catch you guys next week.
Have a great week, everyone.
Hasta Winnebago.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing else would pay like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. If whiskey stopped working